Welcome to Water and Ice Outdoors. Today I am over in Wisconsin. I drove about an hour and a half to get to a lake that I had some intel that had a pretty good bass bite. We are going to be fishing for bass for the first time this season. Unfortunately, Minnesota bass season doesn't open until next weekend, but Wisconsin is cool enough to have opened up bass year-round catch and release. So we have the chance to bass fish earlier than we normally do in Minnesota. So here we are. I'm going to be focusing on chatterbaits today, giving you some tips, some retrieve speeds, some different trailers that you can use. So let's get into it. Hopefully we get some fish along the way. Thanks for watching. Let's catch some fish. Fish on. There we go, first bass of the year. It's a decent one, a little chunker. On the chatterbait. Choked it too. Picasso chatterbait. Not bad, guys. Alright, guys. First bass of 2020 right there. Beauty. Little chunker. Let's let him go. Alright. Well, that came on my Picasso chatterbait. As you can see, black and blue. I'm a big fan of this Picasso. I think the blades really start turning, or really start vibrating fast on these. And then I just have a blue-green colored Kitech on here, paddle tail swim bait. As you can see, I'm on this island here, steep bank right underneath me, and then it's all shallow up in this dead grass here, and I'm just kind of casting out kind of close to that grass, hoping that something's sitting in there waiting to ambush some bait. And that's exactly what that bass did. There's also a secondary point, or a main point out here that I'm gonna hit, and I'm just kind of working my way along this break right now, and that bass just crushed it. Fish on. Feels pretty good. Oh yeah, baby. It's a decent fish. It's a real nice fish. Short, but he's stocky. Man, is it nice to feel a real bite again. And they're just choking them too. Alright, guys. Another one on the chatterbait. Another nice one. Probably 2-pounder. Me, dude. Well, that was fun. Oh, almost lost my brand new rod and reel setup. That would have been really nice. I think we caught that on film. YouTube gold like none other. Alright guys, here's what we're fishing. Hopefully you can see this. We're just on this point that comes out right here, and then there's a little saddle in there and another little hump out there. I'm fishing that, you can see I'm just drifting down this main point, casting up to the shallow reeds and bringing my chatterbait back into the deeper water. And I'm using a couple different retrieves. One just a straight retrieve, and then also I'm retrieving it with about 3 or 4 reels and then letting it fall back to the bottom. Then 3 or 4 reels, letting it fall back to the bottom. Then 3 or 4 more turns of the reel and letting it fall back to the bottom. So far, it seems like the straight retrieve has been producing. It's cloudy, it's a little wavy, so I think that fast moving bait is going to be the ticket today. It's a lot of reaction bites so far, the first 2 fish that we've had. So I'm going to keep doing that, but I've been casting up into the weeds out here, these dead reeds. I think it's just grass actually, but I've been casting up into those, and right when they clear those reeds is when I've been getting bit. There's one. Be a bass. Oh, it's fighting good. It might be a northern. It's coming up. Oh, it's a bass. It's a bass. Another 2 pounder or so, probably, 1.5 pounds. Just barely hooked. Just barely hooked. Another one on that black and blue chatterbait, guys. I'm telling you, solid bait in the spring. Fish it on weed lines, grass. Can't get any better. Alright guys, some of my favorite trailers for chatterbaits are swim baits, paddle tail swim baits like this Rage Swimmer from Strike King. Another one is any type of craw plastic. When you swim that, these craw appendages just go crazy on a chatterbait. And then the third thing is a fluke. A lot of people use these only weightless or jerk baiting, but the action that a vibrating jig or a chatterbait puts on that fluke tail is really good. So make sure you try some of those when you're chatterbait fishing next. Fish on. I didn't even know I had them. Another special here. Just keep getting these pounders. Nothing special about it, but I'd like to see some bigger fish, but I'm not complaining. We're catching fish. That's going to do it for me today. Again, as always, thank you so much for watching Water and Ice Outdoors. I hope you learned something about chatterbait fishing. It is one of the best lures in the spring and in the fall to fish on grass, weed lines, points, shallow water off drop-offs. I mean, it's one of the most versatile baits out there. So I hope you learned something. As always, please hit that thumbs up button if you liked the video, and give me a subscribe as well if you want to see more videos. We'll see you next time on Water and Ice Outdoors.